Good afternoon, Midnight Gardeners. It's been a long time, but we are back. Brandy and I moved into a new house, and I'm excited to show you what's coming up next. As you can see, the garden is nothing fantastic right now. We've got barely anything set up, but at least some things are growing back there. Honestly, I've just been pretty much embarrassed. Too embarrassed to show you what's our current setup look like. So I really wanted it to look perfect, but you know what? We'll start from the beginning. Alright, so I'm in here in my garage and I wanted to show you a tiny little project that I've been working on, which is kind of late in the season, but I've got some seedlings going. Alright, so those two seedlings, one of them on the left is the summer squash and the other one is a tomato. Now the reason why I picked them is because they are quick to harvest. You'll see here this one says 49 days and you'll see that this one says 50 days. That's extremely fast for plants to be harvested. Most plants you'll see on the back of the seed packet, you'll see that it says something like 90 days or 70 days, so 49 and 50 is extremely quick. And obviously the reason why I did that is because it's already July, so we don't have much time. So if you're thinking about starting seeds now in Texas, you can start those 49, 50 day type plants. So this right here, this is the squash. You can see that it's already sprouted. Already got some roots coming out of the bottom. Isn't that beautiful? Here we have the tomato, and what you can see is it's a much more delicate plant when it first comes up. This was only planted a week ago. So the next stage is to put these little seedlings into these little cups here with a little bit more dirt. They'll probably stay here for the next couple of weeks before they get transplanted again. Alright, so I can already hear you asking, how did you get all those to germinate? I could never get seeds to germinate. Well, I am going to show you how we did it. First step is I use these little Jiffy pellets. Okay, they look like these little discs here. Alright. And Jiffy also makes these tiny little greenhouses that you can stuff with those pellets once you fill them up following the instructions and put the seed to the right depth. Alright, this is where you say, Jason, I know that, I already do that, but they still won't come up. Alright, here's the real secret I'm about to tell you right now. The real secret is where I keep that pellet greenhouse. If you noticed, was under a tree just now. There it is. It's not inside on a countertop, it's not in a windowsill, it is outside under a tree on just like a little, it was the base saucer of another pot. And there's a couple reasons for that. Number one, it gets a lot of bright natural sunlight around, but not directly. And number two, most importantly, the heat. Your seedlings want the soil to be warm at all time. They need it to be moist for sure, but inside of your house, it's what, 75, 78 degrees? They're not going to come up because they think that it's still spring or something like that because it's 75 degrees in your house all day long. They need to be outside in the heat, but in the shade. So I go out there under that tree and I check on them every single day and I make sure that they're not drying out. I just add a little bit of water every single day to make sure that they stay wet. I know Brandy's going to love this, but what I've done here is I've taken one of these little plastic things and I'm going to put all of them in there. Okay, so what I've done here is I've just taped a little piece of paper towel to the bottom so they have a little bit more traction on the bottom there. And look how easy that is. Last thing is I actually ended up flipping this drawer so that light could come in through the top. I'm going to close it and create a greenhouse effect with this cellophane here. You'll see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like under the tree here. We've got some cellophane held down by blue painter's tape. That's going to create an environment for these guys to thrive in for the next few weeks. That's it for this episode. I will give you a quick outro of the new garden, but here's a couple of the things going on right now. Midnight Gardeners today.
And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go if I knew
Alright, that's it today. If you'll go ahead and remember to check us out on the interwebs at midnightgardeners.club, also Facebook and YouTube. Sneak peek, next time we will be opening up this new landscape watering kit. Basically, we want to get this garden watered on an automatic basis. I'll show you how.